Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They were just watching some of this. This was one from a year ago.
America hates
These
Nazis.
protesters are so
I bet
pathetic.
she felt so good making that poster at home that she bought.
Yeah.
She went and bought this at Hobby Lobby. And, was like writing it out with her, little fucking markers. We hate Nazis. Yep. Yep. I need to do some investigation into this idea that the reason this is all just a proxy because of these people don't know how to use technology.
This has got to be one of the funniest things that I think I've ever.
No. This is not. This is. There's no way, right? Like, there's no way this shit happened.
Seen, and I can't wait to show you. So while we are working diligently to put together the first Tesla Shield event here in Columbus, Ohio, I was over on X, and investigative journalist
Yeah, it's a bit
Laura
rainy
Loomer
this morning.
just
Cool and
posted
rainy.
one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen. So in New York, an organization has been running what they call Tesla Takedown. Well, like Laura Loomer does, she decided to start investigating the people who were behind the organization.
Uh-oh.
And the event that they did yesterday, and as you can see, the event that they're planning on the 29th of March is organized by a guy named Christopher Lee. Yeah, there he is. And in fact, there's a lot of people now that are starting to believe that some of these organizers are in fact Chinese nationals, which adds a whole new wrinkle to the story. But that's not what's funny. So Christopher Lee showed up to the event designed to take down Tesla, driving a Tesla. Yeah, that's right. Christopher Lee, who's organizing the Tesla takedown events, who some believe may be in fact a Chinese national, drove his Tesla to the Tesla takedown event. Yeah, there he is. He even has his.
What the fuck, man? What the fuck? How is this happening? How is this real? I don't even understand.
Sticker, look, anti-Elon Tesla Club on his Tesla.
Right.
His Tesla. So in case you were wondering, these people don't give a crap about Tesla. And I'm going to help you understand why they're doing this. It's very simple. And it's really not even about Elon Musk. Elon Musk just happens to be the biggest target that they can find.
What is it?
What they're attempting to do.
I know, not too many people mention that. I'll just read a quick article. Right, so a lot of people in class, they've always thought it was funny, just the fact it's even called Tesla. Right, when you think about the labs that could test for certain infectious disease, iGen X, iGen X, and what was the other one? Yeah, so it's interesting when you look back at the history, but what is the whole stuff about Nikola Tesla? I mean, it's interesting the company itself is called Tesla, if that's not your biggest hint. And the fact that nobody mentions that, and they're all just running around like crazy trying to cash in on technologies and business deals and the new prescription drug. And what's really sick and fucking demented is a lot of these punks associated to these same sponsors and activists and sick fucking networks that are involved with these crimes and the harassment and hazing and tating of innocent people just because they're connected to a cartel family or have a little spotted history. They think they can fucking do what they want with these people. And then these other fucking punks, the nasty fucking people associated to the catalytic converter train over the decades. It's been pretty bad. They've been shutting a lot of that down if you look at the history there going on up in Canada, down south. Where's the center? Will you ever find the center of the Tootsie Pop? You go find the center of the Tootsie Pop. Yeah, pop goes the weasel. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much for us personally to figure out, prove, justify. We don't expect anybody to get slapped on the wrist. We are simply trying to bring awareness and understanding, and a lot of people feel threatened by that. And their continued pressure upon others to do something about us needs to fucking stop, you sick fucking pigs around here. You know, no, I'd seriously pack your shit and get the fuck out. Nikola Tesla was a brilliant, pioneering engineer. Oh yeah, what they're gonna say, a lot of those punks associated to it, the ones that want to be all natural and not be one of the prescription drug people, they go the more natural route. Right, because you have the other ones that invest in the prescription drugs like crazy, psychosomatics, and people were calling that out, so they had to have some going the other direction. They don't use drugs, they're all natural, man, they're into being enlightened, and yeah, peyote, and it's just, life is beautiful, man, have another whole experience, so great, I'm on Joe Rogan, he's my friend, look at my spacesuit. Right, and so, since they're not going to do the prescription drug thing, just like at the other levels, the kids that aren't going to do the drugs on the street thing, because that's getting too risky, and yeah, I'm going to go the more cool, natural route. Yeah, they get them into doing the investigations and the tasing, testing out people's capabilities. You know, they get a lot of funding for those experiments and studies. So where do you think they do these studies? Right, it's gotten so out of hand and sick and ridiculous. It's insane. It's absolutely fucking stupid and insane to us. And the fact that people don't talk about it is even more crazy. Well, we do. Right, so when we say the fact that people don't talk about it, who could we be referring to? Because we're people, right? I mean, we're pieces of shit, too, so. But I mean, technically speaking, just so people understand what we're referencing, is we are human beings. Whether or not you want to disown us as a human being or not. Just trying to not make it too confusing just to appease your sick, fucking demented, childish mind. Okay. Hopefully. Does that make sense to you? All right. Nikola Tesla was a brilliant pioneering engineer, but his legacy has been heavily distorted by decades of conspiracy theories, exaggerated claims, and myths. The hoaxes surrounding him usually consist of attributing impossible, magical technology to him, while the crimes committed were primarily against him by contemporaries or by his own poor business choices rather than by him. Here is a breakdown of the hoaxes, misconceptions, and true injustices regarding Nikola Tesla. The most prevalent hoax, or rather conspiracy theory, is that Tesla invented a device that provided limitless free wireless electricity, which was suppressed by J.P. Morgan and other profit-driven energy giants. The reality: Tesla was obsessed with wireless power, particularly with his Wardenclyffe Tower project. However, scientific consensus is that his ideas for transmitting energy through the earth without massive power losses were scientifically flawed. The tower failed due to conspiracy, but because it didn't work and investors pulled funding. The death ray myth. Towards the end of his life, a broke and reclusive Tesla claimed he invented a death ray, or teleforce weapon capable of destroying thousands of planes from hundreds of miles away. No evidence, schematics, or prototypes of this ever surfaced, and it was likely a delusion of his later years. Right, so some of those, it's obviously more likely associated to the plane being people right around him. Whoops, what happened? They're all gone. Right, maybe. And then they exaggerated the business guys and people that come in to do the down-to-earth stuff. They're the ones that kind of, oh yeah, this guy said he could destroy planes from miles away. They make it just like so crazy. that people like, oh, okay, he was just a crazy loon. Where in reality, he was trying to say like, no, this thing it went off and the people around me just fucking dropped. So I'm disintegrated. The hell was that? Right. I mean, who knows really? I mean, you can use your imagination to try to imagine. I know sometimes it can be difficult if you're a good person to put yourself in the mindset of a criminal or an evil person or a greedy person, narcissistic, conniving. Right, so it can be difficult to understand because you would never do any of those things, so no one else would, right? I know, it's that naivety that really fucking pisses us off, and then when people want to pick and choose who would and who would not do that, just based off their own third-party opinions and not actual facts, is really fucking annoying, especially when it's in our state departments and school systems that are teaching the children of the future. Tesla did not create the AC alternating current system that dominates the world. While Edison pushed DC, which is direct current, Tesla won this war by virtue of better technology. It was a well-documented incident that Edison promised Tesla $50,000, a vast sum at the time, to improve his DC dynamos. When Tesla succeeded, Edison joked that Tesla didn't understand American humor and refused to pay. Tesla resigned shortly after.
Yeah, right. Person that sits on Donald Trump's cabinet in his administration, or could be used effectively to take down the deep state.
Yeah, no, I was just going to listen. I think like 10 more minutes.
If they can get to Elon Musk, and they can destroy his business, and they can steal his wealth, then they can do it to anybody.
I think this is true, but I would say that it goes even farther than that. It's not even a message to the people in the administration. It's you're trying to make people afraid of supporting a idea or a person by attacking them proactively, right? Yeah, I don't know if we have a word for that.
That's the whole plan of this Tesla takedown. And that's exactly why the American people need to stand up against this fascist attack against Donald Trump and his agenda. This isn't about Tesla. This isn't about Elon Musk. This is about stopping the Trump agenda through fascism. Join us Saturday, the 29th in Columbus, Ohio. And if you don't have one of these events in your area, start one.
It's crazy, bro. Like, this backlash is going to be wild. Oh, that's a nice bar.
The sage and citrus incense.
Damn,
He smoked it.
Oh, fuck, that's a... What is that fucking car called? It does.
It kind of reminds me of like a light pine saw.
I forgot. That's nice. That looks really good.
Yeah, but better.
Damn. Is it a Mustang? Yeah.
So these are cool, huh? The rechargeable lighters. And it doesn't have a flame. It's just like the little... I know, I like these. Yeah, there was one we had gotten on Amazon back like 10 years ago. And it was like the stick wand. Yeah, those are cool too.
Jesus Christ.
It is, I mean, you can't light a cigar with it, you know.
The American flag.
It's a really small one.
This guy, bro, he is so happy that he doesn't have to arrest a crackhead today. He's like, okay, it's just gonna be a bunch of disorderly, annoying old people. Thank fucking God. Can you imagine how easy this is gonna be? Yeah, he's big chillin'. Easy job, yeah, the easiest day of his life. Tesla now with white power steering, aka the KKK. Oh God. Project 1939. Make fascists afraid again. Shouldn't it be 1945? Like, understand, or like, wait, not 1930? Yeah, well, no, like 45 would be whenever the war ended, because that would make them afraid because they lost. Or 33, yeah, it was a 33, 31, 35. I forgot when Hitler like took power. I forgot. But 1939 doesn't even make any sense. So what are they saying? They want to invade Poland? Because that's when they invaded Poland. No, but like I just don't get it. Like I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Look. Nobody knows really. It's nuts, man. Honestly, like I see this and it does make me want to buy a Cybertruck just for the content. It does. It's the same thing. Yeah, bro. Like exactly. Yeah, it does. No, I would probably not buy one. No, my rule is that I'll be real. I'm not about any sort of fancy car. Like if I was gonna buy a car, I'll tell you all the car I would buy. Shelby Cobra. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'd buy that car. That's what I would buy. If I could buy any car, I'd buy a Shelby Cobra. And that's it. And it's a truck, yeah, whatever it is, right? Not fancy. Well, I mean, like, but I wouldn't because it's fancy, right? Yeah, I would not get into it. Which one? I don't know. I'll probably try and find one that's not $4 million, right? I mean, some of those fucking things are too expensive. I know you can get a body kit for it that's like way less, but I don't know. And not Ford GT. I mean, I had a Mustang before. I mean, I thought about buying a new Mustang, but. I just don't want to like the car that I have now. Like I have a C fucking 300 something like that Mercedes, and like it's a nice car, but it doesn't stand out. Like I don't want a car that stands out because I don't want people to be like, oh, that's where he is, right? That's him. Like Emmy has a car that stands out. Like that's like a blue Corvette. Anybody see a blue fucking Corvette? Like I'm not about that. I don't want people knowing where I'm at, being able to notice me. Can't go incognito. No, and like I have people recognize me a lot, and like it's not a big deal, but I still don't want people to see that, right? Like that's another thing. I just don't want people to see that. Like, and I don't have a problem if people recognize me or anything like that. Yeah, they smell me. Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh hey. No, but that's not what happened. Go incognito? Yeah. No, I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm just a normal guy, right? I mean, like what the fuck? I don't take it that serious. Because you're humble? No, not even really. Because I'm humble. I'm not a flashy guy. I'm just not. Like I like simple things. I have very plebeian interests. I shop at a thrift store or at Walmart. Target is like that's the pinnacle, right? That's the top of the pyramid of the food chain. And that's luxury, yeah, exactly. Like that's whenever I buy like my luxury sweatpants for $8. That's my Gucci. Yeah, exactly. And like if like let's say like Balenciaga sent me a bunch of clothes. If I liked the clothes, I would wear them. Like, I'm not, actually I wouldn't because then people would notice and then that would attract more attention to me. So I still wouldn't. But like, at the end of the day, I just, yeah, I mean, but like, their clothing looks ridiculous? Yeah, maybe, like, I don't know, like, I'm just a fucking average guy. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I mean, I grew up, I lived in the same house I always lived in. Like, maybe if I moved, if I lived in a big house, I'm still gonna be the same guy. Like, I don't know, like, this.
Alright, now get out of here.
I just, like, growing up, like, I never really wanted to,
Yesterday, when I was going to Walmart to get some Easter stuff, Mom says, if you think Walmart will be too busy, you can go to Target. I said, nah, that's too upscale.
I never really wanted to, like, have, like, a bunch of, like, rich, like, people stuff.
It was pretty crowded, yeah. A lot of people. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas every day. I can't wait for tourist season to really set in.
I thought it was because like I thought about like a car, because like we used to throw rocks at cars in a bus stop, right? Like we would.
Where
I used to,
have all
dude, that was
the
my favorite thing,
tourists
man.
gone?
Is I remember I would get a Powerade in sixth period. I would drink
most of
that
them are
shit all the
locals.
way down. I'd finish it at the end of school, and I would wait at the bus stop, and I would fill up the Powerade bottle with rocks,
Why aren't
and then I
you
would take the
smiling?
rocks out of the Powerade bottle while we were
Cheers.
riding home on the bus, and I would give them to myself and my friends, and we would throw them at cars. And I would think to myself, I was like, well,
what's real or imaginary?
if I hit like a Lamborghini, like that's like probably like a $10,000 repair, right? And so dumb, yeah, I know it's dumb. You shouldn't do that. It's bad. It's a bad thing to do. And but like I did it, and so like I wouldn't want to have that happen. Way more, yeah. No, I was just, I mean, like I was a dumb kid, right? I mean, like I don't know what to say. So yeah, it's fucking retarded. Broken in phone. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we did that shit all the time. Yeah, we did that. We did that every day.
I'm just tidying up a
Absolutely.
little bit.
Yeah, dumb retarded kid stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, and by the way, I remember I had kids throw rocks in my car. I was happy. I said, thank God somebody's still doing it, right? People carry on the tradition. That's it. That's what you did back then. Yeah, I don't do it now. Not every day. Sometimes we just scream at the bus driver. We'd scream at the bus driver and sing along with the songs, and just yell at people. Kids are gonna be all right. Yeah, exactly. Give them
You
work.
know, I can remember being a kid, and sometimes people would do that, try to throw pebbles or pennies at someone's windshield and try to crack it. Don't do that. Yeah, they cracked down on it. See how it trends for a little bit, and then, no pun intended. That was a good one. No, yeah, they cracked down on it. Never mind. Well, yeah, you know, I remember one time we were riding around in a friend's car. Must have been about 15, maybe 15 years old. There was a friend. It was one of those little puddle jumping Aspire cars. Is that what they were called? I can't remember. We were riding around in that, and her and her boyfriend were in the front, and I was in the back. Well, for one, you know, he threw my Shania Twain CD out the window. I think he was sick of hearing that. What made you say that? Was it the moonlight? Was it the star? Yeah, so he threw it out. Yeah, you know, well, that kid ended up moving away to another state. I think they went to California and started a band called Sex Grind. Yeah, but anyways, we were driving through town, and they thought it would be funny to yell and scream out the window at people on the side of the road walking, just having a nice quiet stroll. And so we're coming up, I remember this too, we were coming up Eastern Avenue coming from Whitefield, so we were coming towards Augusta to the four-way there where B&B is. Oh, it's not B&B anymore, it's something else. But anyways, we were coming up to that four-way. Yeah, you can go left to go up by Amhi or Derigo there. Or you can go right to go down by the Circle in Hannaford. Okay, so we were coming up Eastern Avenue. We were about a quarter of a mile before the light. And we see these nice elderly ladies walking. It's a nice sunny day. Birds were chirping. Wasn't much traffic. We just out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. Ah! And these old ladies freaking jumped so hard. One of them grabbed her heart. And I felt so bad. I was like, I am never doing that again. I can't believe you made me do that. I felt so bad. They freaking jumped. One threw her arms in the air, the other one grabbed her heart. I was like, should we go see if they're okay? Such an idiot. So stupid.
Our repair people? Yeah, we're trying to inject the economy with we're trying to put in a you know, like an injection to help it make it better, give people things to do. Were you on the short bus? No, actually we had people that should have been on a short bus on our bus.
They claimed there was 30,000 people, but they got all the cell phone data and they found there's 24,000 cell phones. So they fudged it a little bit. That sounds normal. But they also said that a huge number of these people had been to 20 plus events and a lot of other different like progressive events, and it seems like at least in some of them,
It's a lifestyle for them. It's like a lifestyle. It's like an accessory, conspicuous protest lifestyle. That's what it is.
sure, they were paying people. So they're giving people money
Oh,
to
yeah.
get on a bus, go to this place, here's your sign, go have fun. And so you're doing something different, right? You're pretending that these people
Yeah, no, I'm
are all
just doing
coming out to
something
see you.
else.
But they're coming out to see you because you're giving them money and free food.
Right.
No doubt.
And, you know, you handed out water bottles and everybody gets a sign and everybody seems like they're kind of a part of a team.
Yeah,
And for a lot of losers, a lot of people that don't have things going well in their life, they're like, what do we, you know, I was a loser at many points in my life. If somebody called me up and said, hey man, you want to make $400? Just go to this Kamala Harris rally. I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm 100% go.
Yeah, I would too.
I don't need no bullshit. Keep it from
Yeah, if I was
my
19 again, I would do that for sure.
And that
So fast.
stops me
So
on the
fast.
fight to one.
You want to protest
Let me
against
get
something?
lost in
I
my
wouldn't even ask what I'm protesting for. I'd say, yep, $400, absolutely.
100% go with no
Yeah.
political. I probably think she's cool. I'd be like, yeah, I'm fucking voting for her, dude. He's Hitler. That guy's, we gotta stop Hitler.
I wouldn't even think that. I'd say I vote for her. She gave me $400. What did the other guy give me? Nothing. Okay, well then fuck. It's the easiest decision of my life.
Hold up that stupid sign.
Stupid to say no.
21.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
20%. I want to take it at $400.
Same. Yeah.
It's like they were giving out $1,000 for people to protest. I think it was Tesla. I'm not sure about that, but I think it was Tesla. So they had like the rules of engagement. If someone comes after you, hit them in the body. Don't pick up an object unless they pick up an object first. Like, are you organizing gangs? Like, are you guys paying money for people and then literally saying to them, here's what happens
Here's how
if
to
you
be violent.
engage in violence? Like,
Yeah.
why is that even on the table? I thought you guys were peacefully protesting. Like,
No, you can't be peaceful. They can't be peaceful because they're right.
who's going to get by? How many pro-Tesla?
I'm pretty pro-Trump, but pay me $1,000. I'll be at a Tesla dealership right now. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
hooligans are out there.
I mean, that's a lot. Look, let's be real, right?
Is it fucking zero? I've not seen a bunch of pro-Tesla gang members out there. So what are you going to encounter with this anti-Tesla movement? The police? Like, who's going to stop you from doing? Who's going to engage with you? Like, this is, you're kind of talking in a way that at least puts it on the table that violence might take place. And it's crazy.
Yeah, and they, because they destroyed language, now it sort of logically makes sense, right? If these people are Nazis, if you actually thought they were Nazis,
Right.
Like if you actually thought Nazis had
Well,
taken,
this is how it works, is that their speech, like, from their perspective, you know, Republican speech is violence, their speech is resistance, their violence is speech. Nazis are people who are not seeing their point of view, and saving democracy means setting things on fire when you lose a vote. That's right.
That's right.
taken over your country, you'd pick up a gun, right?
Shouldn't need $1,000. Free lunch. $1,000 in free lunch is crazy.
You need to smooth things over.
Yeah,
make it
you need
easier.
to subsidize your movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would have a hard. I would have a hard time doing the $1,000 one. I'd be like, bro, we're going to jail. I'd be like, I'm not that stupid. I'll hold the sign. I'll go to the rally. But if I was 21, they said, look, $1,000, want to protest against Tesla? I'd be like, hold on. What happens if we get arrested? Like this guy's rich.
Yeah.
He light his fucking cars on fire, stupid. He's the richest man on earth. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it'd be easy. You want to do it because, like, also, like the Tesla. If you're like keying cars and Teslas at this point now, and you get caught, like, because you know, like, that they have cameras, right? And so, like, you can just watch the cameras of other Teslas, and that way you know where you can and you can't be. So why wouldn't you just go and look
Oh,
at the
interesting
videos of what
discussion.
other
So someone in class was responding because they said, "Oh, well, it turns into so they just don't agree with what you say, so they're a Nazi, right?" So then, yeah, we agree with that. Yeah, remember they called us a bunch of Nazis back at the Main Parent Federation, 2007 and 8. They didn't want to look at the facts and concerns with vaccines and the overprescribing of SSRIs. You heard the story before? Yeah, they were crying about some dog left out in the cold in the 90s. Hicks. So, the racial bigotry bullshit. Mike Johnson knows all about that shit in the Bible Belt, Silicon Valley crap. People get so sick of it. Oh, they love it. They fucking love it, dude. As you can see, it enriches them greatly. Right. So someone said, well, then you're just saying they're nasty and stupid because they're not agreeing with you. No, it's not about them not agreeing with us. Look at the fucking facts. The concerns with the vaccines and the SSRIs, as opposed to basing your decisions off of your little extenuating circumstance experiences. Right? We're talking about children, and they're crying about, well, Prozac really helped me when my mom died. In your 40s? Right, you see how this doesn't make sense? I know, it's like arguing with a brick frickin' wall. Like, if someone were to say, oh, well, I grew up with parents that drank and they were really nice and responsible, so. Right? And as opposed to someone who grew up in an alcoholic home and was beaten and raped, or just beaten, either one, right? Went without because their parents had to support their habits and lifestyles. Yeah, whatever it is, So does that mean every parent that drinks, growing up in an alcoholic home with people that drink, means what? That you're going to be beaten and tortured? No, so to have that kind of ideology on either side, for the ones to say, hey, well, I grew up with parents that drank and they were very safe, responsible, drank in moderation. Let me have a sip of wine on New Year's when I was only 17. It was so cool. Right, because, I was a mature teenager, I could handle it, not like those mongrels from the rural areas, Those rural areas. Not royal, rural. Bunch of fucking retards. You get what we're saying, though, right? Where you're just dealing with a mentality that's based off of their own fucking personal little opinions, and they ignore the facts and concerns because it goes against their previous beliefs, whether it's religious or personal, syndicated. And then they just pick the thing that agrees with their bullshit and enriches them, and it's sick and disgusting, and people need to knock it the fuck off and wake the fuck up and help these kids here in Augusta, Maine. Happy Easter. You're welcome.
do and be like,
Think
okay,
you have a
well,
beautiful day.
I can do if I